IATF, matapos nabigyan ng health risk assessment results ng atin TWG ng DOH, ang naging pasya ay hindi natin sila isasama sa travel ban. Mukhang asa medium risk lang sila. So, kumbaga, ang criteria, 5 pula out of 9, automatic magiging kasama ka sa travel ban. But syempre, hindi lang naman travel ban absolute lahat, meron din selective travel bans. So depende sa situation. At marami tayong mga criteria na ginagamit para maging maluwanag ang yung objective basis ng ating travel ban recommendation to the IATF.
Sir, can just confirm yung nag-stop daw po ang DFA ng giving visa on arrival to Iranians?
That was the report yesterday by Yusek Brigido Dulay. So, yes, I confirm that.
Can you just get an elaboration? Ano po yung basis? Bakit po Iranian specific po ba? As in Iranian nationals, hindi galing Iran?
DFA kasi ang nagbigay ng ganitong information. I will have to ask them kung ano yung naging basis. Ang alam ko lang ay dahil nga sa isa sila sa may pinakamataas na case fatality rate at 7.3%. So nakakatakot ito. Mukhang very rapid ang transmission, but we do not know whether the high case fatality rate is on account of weak surveillance na hindi nila nare-report ang tunay na bilang ng infected individuals. Pero nahuhuli naman nila yung mga nagkakaroon ng severe, if not critical conditions, and doon sa grupo na yon, doon yung mga may pumapanaw. So nakikita nila too late. So in other words, yung kanilang denominator maliit, pero yung number of deaths mataas. Kaya ang case fatality rate mataas as a 7.3. In fact, they are an outlier because in China, the case fatality rate is about 3.84% in Hubei and in Wuhan, and about less than 1% outside of Hubei and Wuhan. In fact, most of the cases in 85% of cases in China is limited to Wuhan and Hubei province. 94%, okay, for the whole of China, yung reported cases. So mababa talaga. Outside of China, ibig sabihin, outside of Hubei and Wuhan, within China, okay, mababa pa rin compared to Iran. Iran is outlier, 7.3% CFR.
So yung recommendation po ba ng IATF, wala pa rin at least ban on Iran with the cases that the CFR that we are seeing, or at least quarantine for the travelers who are coming from Iran?
As I've said, the IATF felt that the ban for Iran is not called for as of now. Okay? Kasi yung volume of travelers mababa. So yung risk of spread, risk of entering the Philippines of any infected case, mababa rin. So we leave it at that. But this is a day-to-day assessment that is happening, that the DOH is doing. So we cannot say whether tomorrow baka or on the next time we meet on Tuesday, baka magbago ang situation.
Yung sa Macau repatriates natin, sir, bakit kailangang hiwalay yung OFs and then yung OFWs sa flights? And same procedure din ho ba yung gagawin sa kanila na no one will be allowed to board if symptomatic sila?
Wala. Nobody will be allowed to be repatriated if symptomatic.
Sir, updates lang po dun sa repatriate sa New Clark City and kailan po yung send-off nila or mako-complete yung quarantine? And second question lang po, may kumakalat kasi on social media, fake news probably, pero ano siguro yung message sa public? It's a photo of a Chinese man na sinasabi na may lookout bulletin daw yung Bureau of Immigration kasi nakatakas daw from Wuhan, tas in the Philippines right now. So may mga ganong kumakalat po ngayon. Anong gusto nyo sabihin sa public about that?
Well, these are unvalidated, unsubstantiated reports. So, pwede lang wag po tayong magpagamit. Nakikiusap po ako sa ating mga kababayan na wag po kayong magiging kasangkapan ng pagpapalawi ng mga pekeng mga balita, mga unverified pieces of information ay wala pong idudulot na kabutihan ito. Kahit na saan anggulo po natin tignan, talagang walang kabutihan, idudulot ito bagkus magkakaroon lang ng pangamba, takot, na hindi po natin yan kinakailangan sa mga ganitong panahon. Na tama tayo po ay dapat magkaisa at atin pong siguraduhin na lahat ng balita ay manggagaling po sa mga kapani-paniwalang mga lugar katulad ng Department of Health at ang World Health Organization. Huwag na po kayo pumulot ng iba pang mga balita kung saan-saan. Kung meron man kayong mga tukso na gusto ninyong kating-kati na kayo na mag-text ng mga fake news, no? Unang tanong sa inyong mga sarili-sarili ay ganito po, kung inyo po mamarapatin. Tanungin nyo sarili nyo, naghugas na ba ako ng kamay? Galing ako ng palikuran, ako ba'y naghugas na ng kamay? Kung naghugas ba ako ng aking kamay, inabot man lang 20 seconds to. Nakapagdasal ba ako habang ako'y naghuhugas ng kamay? Yun ang una natin gawin. Huwag yung magkalat tayo ng kung ano-ano. Ang dami natin mga responsibilidad bilang mga responsableng mga mamamayan. Yung paghuhugas ng kamay ay kinilala na yan sa buong mundo. Ng lahat ng mga nagpakatalubhasa, this is one of the most important preventive measures. Okay? So yan, tanongin, bago tayo magkalat, tanongin ang sarili natin, naghugas ba ako ng kamay? Galing ako ng toilet, nagbawas ako, diretso ba ako kumain? Okay? May mga simpleng mga bagay na ganito. Huwag natin kakalimutan. So you also be the ones propagating this. Yung cough etiquette, may baong ba akong panyo? Oy, darling, nakalimutan ko yung panyo. Hindi mo ako binigyan. O, salamat dito sa panyo binigay mo. Puros butas itong panyo. Pero pwede pa rin. O, ano pa? Si Asek Rosette is the master of the New Clark City repatriates condition reporting.
So, yes, as of today, as we speak, we have 16. The total of those New Clark City repatriates for those who have experienced symptoms, yung nakaranas po ng mga simptomas ay ngayon po 16 na. Ngunit 15 na po sa kanila ay nakabalik na sa New Clark City dahil yung kanilang mga test, 15 na sa kanila ay nag-test negative at saka 15 rin po sa kanila ay wala nang nararamdamang simptomas. Meron lang po na dinala doon na bago yung pang 16th na ngayon ay inoobserbahan at kinuha na ng specimens. Diarrhea.
The WHO warned of global shortage of medical equipment to fight COVID. How do we address this point in the Philippines? The World Health Organization warned of global shortage of medical equipment to fight COVID. How do we address this po in the Philippines po?
Well, we have had the procurement we have processed the procurement of additional PPEs, personal protective equipment, through the Philippine International Trading Corporation, PITC. So we are awaiting for the delivery of such PPEs. because that's very important. In the containment of the COVID-19, PPEs are a priority. The testing chemicals, materials, reagents is also something that we have been pressing on. Because I have spoken to Director Celia Carlos of RITM, and almost on a daily basis, I keep asking her, ano na yung nangyari dun sa pinuprocure natin? Dumating na ba? So, pinapromise naman daw within this week darating. But at the same time, there is also notice that is being sent that there's a global shortage. And that's really a matter of fact. There's really a global shortage. But we have to just keep pressing on. So kulitin ng kulitin, araw-arawin ninyo. Yun ang aking utos. Sa mask, meron tayong ready na additional 400,000 N88 masks that will be delivered by PITC from the manufacturing company located in the Bataan Export Processing Zone. So they have committed to deliver 2 million N88 masks.
Sir, as of now,
Meron din tayong commitment from the development partners. They're sourcing out additional PPEs and additional budget, of course, provided by Congress. We are awaiting the approval by the Committee on Appropriations. We have sent a letter about 2 weeks ago, but as you very well know, nagkaroon ng changes sa mga committee chairmanships ng House. So I have instructed that a follow-up letter be sent after I sign it because we need their approval. And also, this comes after the President has very readily approved a little over 2 billion peso budget for the procurement of PPEs.
As of now, sir, do we have enough budget to buy supplies po?
Yes, we have enough budget. I just received a guidance from the DBM during our cabinet meeting last Monday, and he has pointed out to us that we have about close to 530 million available budget of the DOH that we can use. In the meantime, that we are awaiting the 2+ billion peso approved by President Duterte, but which will need congressional nod. Okay, so we're awaiting that.
Sir, update po dun sa mga natitirang Pinoy sa barko. 72 pa sila na i-repatriate. 70. Yes, 70.
Yes, ma'am. Yung sa Japan, we had a total of 80 positive cases. So sa ngayon po, 40 na lang po yung naka-admit sa mga different facilities or hospitals sa Tokyo, tapos naka-recover na ang 40. Among those 40 who have recovered, ang nakabalik na po dito sa ating bansa ay 21 na, and 19 are still waiting to be processed for repatriation.
Sir, yung sa budget na mention, tama, 530 million, huhugutin siya sa existing budget ng DOH.
Nakalagay na budget siya, parang generic other supplies nakalagay. Yung iba kasi hindi mo pwedeng hugutin dahil nakalagay vaccines, tapos drugs and medicines, gano'n. May third item, nakalagay for other supplies. Doon natin kukunin.
Sir, may idea kayo magkano na yung nagastos ng government for COVID response? Including repatriation sa mga PUIs, PUM?
Siguro hindi naman pa ganoon kalaki, pero that's a good question. I think we should start doing a tally of how much has been spent. No? But kasi yung, halimbawa, yung repatriation natin sa second group in New Clark City, ang Magsaysay Maritime Corporation, ang malaking gastos siya kasi aeroplano, sila nagbayad, pagkain sila nagbayad, yung mga maliliit na mga bagay-bagay, toothbrush, sabon, gano'n. Sila lahat yan eh. Tayo ang gastos natin sa ospital, yung mga teams natin, syempre, meron tayong mga nilikha na mga teams na mga mag-aasikaso on a rotating basis. These teams are a composite of doctors, nurses, nursing aides from the 5 different surrounding hospitals of Region 3. So, hindi ko lang alam kung magkano na gagastos nila. But it's a good information that I will have to get.
Sec, may we ask for your comment lang? So, Kuwait announced new travel restrictions for several countries, including the Philippines. And starting March 8, Kuwait will require expatriates who visited the Philippines and 9 other countries to present proof that they are free of the novel coronavirus.
Meron na bang local transmission sa Kuwait? Would you know if there is COVID in Kuwait? Wala pa? Can you find that out, Meng? Hindi pa yata kumpleto yung sinabi mo. Yeah. Kasi sinasabi nila, kailangan recognize or accredited daw yung testing facility sa Pilipinas bago nila tanggapin yung resulta. Tama ba? Andiyan ba? Wala.
Hindi ko pa po nakikita, Sec. Pero sa ganun pong, ano po yung gagawin po natin in order to comply with that, kanilang requirement? Or are we planning to ask for reconsideration?
Yeah, well, I think that's the call of DOLE. DOLE should guide us. It should be DOLE who should respond to that. But kasi nung pinadala sa akin yung text message na gano'n na nga, ang sabi nila, tatanggapin lang nila yung resulta ng testing from an accredited facility. Sila daw mag-a-accredit. Ngayon, there's only one testing center here, which is RITM. So, kailangan ba RITM lahat? Hindi natin kakayanin na kahit na walang symptoms, itetest mo lahat yan. Mauubos tayo dyan. Hindi pwede. So, that is impracticable.
Carolyn Bongkin po from CNN Philippines. Sec, my first question is, clarify ko lang po yung number ng PUI. It's 39 today. Tama po ba?
Si ASEC, Virgeri has the latest.
Yes, ma'am. It's 39 today.
Okay po. Ma'am, yesterday po kasi on Tuesday morning, it was only 23 and now it's 39. Ano po yung nag-cause nung pag-akyat ng number?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, yesterday it was 25. And now it's 39. And this is an aggregate of all of these patients under investigation that we are monitoring. So with this, we have 18 which came from our different regional offices that are being reported as our regular patients under investigation. And then there is this addition, 2 coming from our referral hospital for these NCC repatriates. And then there's this addition of 19 patients under investigation. These are persons who recently had a travel to both in South Korea, had training there, and they are now admitted in one of our referral facilities. So that brings us to a total of 39.
Just to follow up on the budget, sir. Yun pong ine-expect na PPE, ilan po ito and saan manggagaling?
The PPEs, ang atin basis for the 2 billion budget is 5,000 healthcare workers ang allocation. So at 1,500 multiplied by the 5,000, multiply mo by 90 days because we're looking at a 90-day containment measure and actual case management by the hospitals, more than containment, it's really the hospital care, multiply by 3 shifts and you get about 2 billion. So 1.5 multiplied by 5,000 multiplied by 90 days, multiplied by 3 shifts, equals about 2 billion.
Currently po ba, ano ang ratio ng PPE to health workers?
Well, you have for health, kasi hindi pwedeng 24 hours, dapat, hindi pwedeng 8 hours. Dapat continuous yan. 24/7. So time is 3 shifts. So 3 beses siya magpapalit per person. So, yung binigay ko kanina, yun ang sundin mo. Time is 90 days, 5,000. Time is 1,500 pesos. Time is 90 days. Time is 3 shifts.
Sir, last na lang po. Sir, currently po ba, gaano karami na lang ba yung PPE stocks natin? I mean, at least for public hospitals.
I will have to check on that. I haven't asked. It's still sufficient, I am told.
You mentioned you only have one testing center here in the Philippines for the coronavirus. It's the RITM, sir. Meron na rin po kasing batikos po dito sa Pilipinas, and actually even the US government is experiencing it, that we're not testing enough people. That's why some critics are saying wala nang nare-record daw po na local transmission or there are no new cases kasi perhaps we're not testing enough people for possible coronavirus kasi baka daw po some people are not showing the symptoms. So perhaps, sir, you can enlighten us if the criticism is fair po ba, and meron po ba tayong mga measures na ginagawa to eventually have testing centers like what South Korea is doing?
Well, we are now expanding our testing capacity. We have 5 subnational laboratories that are up for accreditation by RITM. These are one in Visayas, one in Mindanao, one in Northern Luzon, and another one in Metro Manila. So we will have 5. The Vicente Soto, the SPMC in Davao, then we have the Baguio General Hospital, Northern Luzon, Lung Center in the NCR, on top of the RITM. The WHO team, specialist on accreditation of laboratories, is coming. I think they've already arrived, or they're already here. So they're going to help already set these capacities. Number 2, I have spoken to the ambassador of South Korea and also of Japan. Okay? And they have informed me that they have already the rapid diagnostic test kits. So iba kasi yan doon sa ginagamit natin sa RITM. Sa RITM, what we use is the chemical RNA primer. That will require the machine known as RT-PCR, reverse transcriptase polymerase chain reaction. That's the machine that will read, that will do fingerprinting of the COVID-19. Now, this is a far more tedious testing procedure. It will take 24 to 48 hours before the results do come out. Okay? Now, the reason I've asked South Korea, because South Korea is also an outlier. Because it is able to test 15,000 a day. I think some of you have read that South Korea, has tested people, by, such magnitudes. And so I asked them, is your testing kit, not to assail, not to challenge, but of course, I am also a physician and a man of science. I asked them, what is the basis of your rapid diagnostic test? Has this been cleared by the WHO? Because the last thing I want to have is a rapid diagnostic test where it might produce false negatives. So nakakatakot yun. I'll say negative ka, then I'll let you go out, then you're really positive. But I have a false sense of security. I'll let you go out. So sabi ko, I'm not going to just use an RDT that has not been vetted by a third party, a credible third party, who will say, yes, this particular rapid diagnostic test has passed stringent standards of quality, safety, of specificity, and sensitivity. So sabi ko sa kanila, you prove to me. If you have that, and if the WHO, I will even talk to the WHO if they can already vet that rapid diagnostic test, we will ask you to give us some of those RDTs. But absent a third-party vetting of that RDT, I'm sorry, mahirapan naman tayo. Di ba? So Japan, I also asked them because they're saying they've developed a rapid diagnostic test. Tayo nga, meron din tayong scientists na meron na lumikha ng RDTs Pero sabi ko, padaanin nyo sa WHO para there's a third party that's going to vet. Because I don't want a false negative result. And also, I also don't want a false positive result. Kasi false positive, that means I'm going to take care of the patient kasi positive siya, correct? So gagastusan ko siya ng limited resources na nga, negative naman pala. So hindi ganun kasimple yung mga testing, no? You have to be very, very exacting. Yun lang po.
Sir, just one more follow-up, sir.
Yung mga nagbabatikos, walang ginagawa sigurong makabuluhan at makahulugan sa kanilang mga buhay. So gaya na sinabi ko kanina, tanungin nila sarili nila, naghugas na ba sila ng mga kamay nila? Yun lang ang panangga natin sa mga batikosero. Hindi naman matatanggal ang batikos sa buong mundo. Di ba? Lahat naman niya meron. Di ba? So bawian natin ng makabuluhan, makatotohanan, mga kasagutan. At kayong mga taga-medyang mga aming katuwang sa pagpapalawig ng mga tamang mga balita, ay siguraduhin ninyo. If baseless, let it stop at your end. Don't let it proceed.
Okay. Sir, by when po ma-accredit yung 4 other testing centers? Meron na po ba tayong target date? And then by when can people start going there po?
Meron timeline yan. In fact, sabi sa akin parang 8 weeks, pero sabi ko baka pwedeng 4 weeks lang. Kasi 8 weeks parang ang tagal ka ako. Baka 4 weeks. So, susubukan. But of course, that's not the only limitation. The other limitation is the worldwide shortage. No? So, we're competing for the additional logistical support. But I hope that you also understand that between us and other countries that have already reported massive local transmission, syempre, unahin yon. In the totem pole of priorities, medyo... But sabi ko, it's no excuse. Araw-arawin ninyo, pukpukin ninyo. Hanggang sa makuha natin yung share natin.
Secretary, WHO is asking or encouraging countries to prepare and store po yung tinatawag na ventilators and hyperbaric chambers for the treatment daw po ng COVID-19. Do we have supplies or saan pong hospital meron tayong prepared for this po?
All our levels 2 and 3 hospitals have the capability to manage critical cases. So yun lang yun. So may respirators, may ventilators. Yung hyperbaric chamber, hindi naman talaga proven yan that it helps. No? So what is important is we have the isolation rooms to observe, to assess PUIs, and early detection is the key. Let me repeat, early detection is the key. If you notice, inubo lang, kahit na walang lagnat sa NCC, nilalagyan na namin kaagad. Because the key is always early detection. You don't want people to slide down into the critical conditions. In China, we were told when I met with, when we had the high-level ministerial teleconferencing initiated by the WHO, last week lang, I think that was Friday last week. The reason nagkaroon ng upsurge sa China, they waited too long. 15 days meron ng symptoms, they weren't bringing them to the hospitals. So, ang dami. No? So, laki nung taas nung kanilang, relatively speaking, their case fatality rate. And because hindi ka agad dinadala sa hospital, hindi nagkaroon ng early detection and care, yung opportunity for spread also became high. Okay, so we're learning from all the other experiences, no, of China in particular. So, how not to do things in some instances.
Sir, yun doon tungkol sa Diamond Princess, sir. Yung mga, wala ng Pilipino doon, sir. Sa Diamond Princess Cruise ship, wala na po. Crew member po.
Wala na po, sir. May naiwan, di ba, yung nagpaiwan po sila 11 na tao because they have to do essential tasks dun sa barko. 10 po sa kanila ngayon, minomonitor, at isa po ay nadala po sa isang facility doon sa Tokyo dahil hindi related ito sa, yung mga naramdaman niya hindi related sa COVID-19. Pero wala na pong Pilipino sa loob ng barko na yon.
Okay. Yung pangalawa po, Sir Secretary. Sir, masasabi ba natin RITM certified ng World Health, yung RITM? So, pwede natin sabihin.
Yeah, oo. Kung sila, mataas ang level ng recognition and accreditation. So, wala tayong kaduda-duda. Okay ang RITM.
Yun lang, sir.
Yeah, kasi alam mo, I've been absent for the longest time So, sige, tanong.
Sir, yung 2.25 billion for PPEs, parang early last month nyo pa ni-request ito sa Congress. Anong nangyayari? Anong information sa inyo? Bakit natatagalan? And yung infighting ho ba sa Congress, it's affecting palalo yung passage nito?
Hindi na COVID-19 yan infighting na yan Wala akong inside information. Alam lang natin sa dyaryo, may nagpalitan ng mga chairmanship. So I don't know how that one is affecting, but we have been writing follow-up letters. Pero syempre nagbago yung chairmanship. Pero importante naman dyan, meron naman tayong pondo ngayon based on the guidance by the DBM.
Sec, just to clarify, you mentioned earlier sapat pa yung budget for now. How long will it last po? Yung 530 million? Kasi di ba we're asking for 2 billion pa po. So, parang hindi po sapat pero nanghihingi pa po tayo.
Nanghihingi tayo dahil nga based on our allocation plan of 5,000 healthcare workers. Pero tandaan naman natin, wala naman tayong local transmission as of now. Sapat pa yung PPEs natin that we have in stock. And marami rin papasok. May papasok from WHO within this week. Papasok. About siguro, yung nga lang kasi tingi-tingi May 8,000 na aprons and gowns. Tapos may 4,500 na N95s. So, kailangan pa yun i-repack para maging isang buong set. Because a set consists of headgear, goggles, mask, N95 mask, gloves, apron, overalls, the overalls, and then the apron, and then the shoe covers. So about 6 or 7 items in one set of PPEs. So, iba-iba yung pinadadala. So, bubuuin natin, i-repack natin. But of course, syempre, ang pagbibigay din natin kasi ng PPEs, risk-based. Risk-based. Ibig sabihin, kung sino yung pinakamalapit dun sa mga tao talaga may sakit, yun yung kukumpleto natin yung kanilang PPEs.
Last 2 questions, Ma'am Sheila and Ma'am A. Single question.
Ma'am, na-mention niyo yung 19 na nag-training sa SOCOR. Kailan sila dumating and nasa NCC sila lahat?
Dumating sila dito sa bansa noong February 21. Sila ngayon ay nasa isang referral hospital natin. Yung mga nag-exhibit ng signs and symptoms. Tapos yung iba naman, nandun sila dun sa kanilang fort. Doon sila naka-quarantine sila ngayon doon. Fort, yung kanilang kampo.
So, military, police?
These are trainees.
Ma'am, yung sa follow-up lang kanina, yung mga nasa NCC, kailan po yung send-off sa kanila? And pwede bang i-cover?
That's March 11, bawal i-cover. Kasi yung mga, respetuhin natin yung privacy ng mga repatriates. You know, they don't want to be identified. So, let's respect that. Okay? Kung ikaw ba repatriate, miss, gusto mo bang ma-cover? Ayaw mo din, okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Sec. Rosette, thank you too. Thank you.